Hi, I'm Anna, a textile and knitwear designer based in Hamburg, Germany. I completed my master's in textile design, where I discovered my love for bold and colorful patterns and where I focused on eco-friendly materials and sustainable textiles. I often start new projects with a series of handmade paper collages that capture moods as well as colors and shapes. I really like the collage technique for sketching as it results into irregular shapes and creates overlays and negative forms. My favorite knitting technique is intarsia. Even on the knitting machine, it is a very hand-manipulated process. And knitting intarsia by hand means you need a lot of patience for untangling all the balls for the color fields. But I think it's all worth it, because intarsia can create an irregularity that I really like to work with. I am so excited to be teaching at Barcelona Knits. So of course, the first workshop I will be teaching is an introduction into the intarsia technique. We'll explore all the benefits of intarsia knitting, for example, that there are endless possibilities for your motif, or that you can really play with positioning. We'll also take a closer look at color charts to learn how to read them, and also, if you want to make your own design, how to create them, both manually and digitally. We'll then explore the technique in a few variations by knitting a swatch in intarsia garter stitch, intarsia stockinette stitch, and at the end we'll add a ribbon to learn how to knit intarsia in the round. The second workshop I will be teaching is all about adding raised textures to your knitting. We'll explore different techniques to knit bobbles, like for example adding bobbles with a crochet hook, or adding bobbles with different materials, or creating longer bobbles like fringes. And I'll also show you how to add beads to your knitting, because it's not only a great way to add texture, but also to play both with color contrast as well as material contrast, like wooden beads or shiny glass beads. And by the end of this course, I hope you get inspired to not only create textures, but also to use these textures to create different layers or specific shapes. And maybe, if you want to dive deep into colorful, playful knitting, you could combine both workshops, or maybe both techniques, like in the sample where I combined intarsia knitting with beads, or this sample where I combined intarsia with bobbles and fringes. I'm super excited to be part of this year's festival, and I'm really looking forward for meeting you there and knitting together. And see you! Bye!